A healthy learning environment in primary schools is only possible when pupils and teachers are provided with adequate facilities not only related to teaching and learning but also safe and sound structure. The ongoing armed conflict in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon since the year 2016 is one of the major causes of weaker school structures, and due to aging and lack of maintenance, Catholic Nursery and Primary School Ntambeng Mankon in the Archdiocese of Bamenda is now running with buildings partially and critically damaged. It is based on this challenge that, in a bid to celebrate their 10th anniversary of priestly ordination in July 2023, Reverend Father Elijah Fru, son of Ntambeng Parish, now serving in the Diocese of Portsmouth as Fide Donum Priest, and Reverend Father Boris Sife Lemfon, the then priest in residence in Ntambeng Parish, unanimously agreed to raise funds to construct a new building for CS Ntambeng as their 10th anniversary project. During a Thanksgiving Holy Mass to mark the event in the parish church in Ntambeng, local contributions were made in cash and kind.
Has started a project materially, physically, and in person. 11, 12 factories, 12, 13,
I must say I am moved at heart and I'm totally overwhelmed by the turnout and the active participation and donations which we have received so far, and people having a very positive impression about the launch of this project.
Yes, Father Boris?
St. Francis of Assisi will say that God resides in two places, in heaven and in a grateful heart. I think Father Elijah and myself, our hearts are so thankful for the turnout, for the zeal and the efforts that the people have put in today so that we can kickstart this project. This is just the beginning, and we have just come together to begin. We are going to stay together, we are going to work together to bring this project to a fruitful end.
Yes, from every indication, you've not realized the amount that was expected. Maybe a word of appeal to those who are watching and listening at this moment.
Yes, especially from me. I come from the UK and I had to talk to a lot of people, but they were much more skeptical about this work. Will it work? That's what they said. So they wanted to see what will happen on today's launch before they come on board. So I still believe today's launch is very, very positive, but there is still more to come if we begin it.
And together with the donation from some people of goodwill in the diaspora and elsewhere, the foundation of the new school building has been constructed to present level. Barely 2 months into the 2023-2024 academic year in Cameroon, it is rather unfortunate that the kids and pupils of CS Ntambeng are still learning in their old structure in a condition that will cause any heart to bleed. These children are learning in an atmosphere wherein they are made vulnerable to diseases. The healthiness of these children can't be guaranteed in such situation. It is very difficult studying during rainy season and even the current dry season. Walls, windows, ceilings, floors, chalkboards have blown away, putting the children at risk. This is testified by the teachers of the various classes from Nursery 1 to Primary 6.
Good morning, children. Sit. We are here in Nursery 1.
Okay.
This is Nursery 1 of Catholic Nursery and Primary School Ntambeng.
There are no play materials. They lack those things. Then their playground is also not the best. You can see the classroom is not really a good place for learning. it's really devastating. When it is the rainy season, the children, I push them from one corner to the next because the roof is leaking. Like nursery school children too. Children are not supposed to be crowded on one table. As you can see, there is a lot of fighting. They are not really free. Yeah, see them here. They are not free. Writing material particularly is a problem. If this building was renewed and we have a help from somewhere to have their play material to make it a nursery school, I think it will really be good.
Stand up and awesome. Good morning, Dad. The year of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and success. Good morning, children. Sit. This is nursery 2.
Okay.
And you have here Madam Edith.
Yes, Madam Edith. Just to find out from you, what are some of the challenges you are facing to teach these children of nursery 2 in terms of the structure of this classroom?
Oh, as for the buildings, we have lack of windows. Where covered windows are not there, so that is where I find poor. Somebody can open that thing and come inside and collect something. I appeal that if there are possibilities to help us make my classroom look good, yeah, I'll be happy.
Good morning, sit. This is Madam Mary Blessing. She's taking primary 1.
Yes, Madam Blessing, we are here to find out from you, what are some of the challenges you are facing in this classroom, primary 1, in a bid to teach the students?
We don't have enough benches. See, they are sitting 3 and the benches are bad. Look at the roof. The roof is not well, at least. We are sitting and the wind is just entering the class and we have cobwebs everywhere. The blackboards are not very good. So those are some of the challenges that we are facing. Then look at the windows. They are not well protected. Then the floor. The floor is very rough. At least if something is done, we encourage us to continue. We are appealing that they should help us and re-innovate our schools so that these structures they should look attractive to encourage the pupils to learn very well and effective.
You have Madam Awa Geraldine, primary 2.
Yes, Madam Geraldine.
Yes, sir.
You are a primary 2 teacher of CS Ntambeng.
Yes, sir.
Now, we just wish to find out from you, what are some of the difficulties you encounter to teach these children based on the structure of this classroom?
So we have so many difficulties. We have holes around the class where there are snakes. Snakes always come out from the hole, as you can see some of them. These are some of them behind my table here. Look at the hole. The other day, a snake came out from there. And then the school building, the windows, and then the roof. The children, they feel too much cold in the morning. The children cannot sit in class. They are shivering because of cold. And then the floor is not good for them. And then their benches, they are rough. They cannot write easily on them. My appeal is that if they can change the structure of the school, change the system of the ceiling, that is, they can give us good roofs and then the floor will be good for them.
The children of primary 3, and you have Mr. Pascal. He's the one taking primary 3.
You are in the midst of the primary 3 children, and share with our televiewer and our would-be benefactors What are some of the challenges that you encounter in a bid to teach these children based on the structure of this classroom?
We really need to have at least some computers. So we need to have some other modern didactic material, but we are not having. Dry season is coming and the wind will be entering. You can see the windows are just open, the gable ends are just like that. Wind is what is actually disturbing us here. By 1 p.m. you see wind will be blowing and we have to lock the door so that wind should not be disturbing us. Even when it is rainy season, rain falls on the zinc and make noise, teaching has to stop.
So what's your appeal to would-be benefactors?
By now it's supposed to be on the new site that was supposed to be constructed by Reverend Father Elijah, but because of certain things we could not be on the new site. So I'm praying that with the powers be, they should help Father Elijah so that we construct a modern structure so that by next year we should be on the modern classroom as proposed by Father Elijah.
We are here in primary 4, and as you can see, the children are busy writing their exams. Then you have their teacher, Madame Nadine, who is taking care of them.
Yes, Madame Nadine, we are visiting your classroom at the time when your children are writing their exam. Just to find out from you, Madame, what are some of the challenges that you are facing as far as the structure of this classroom is concerned?
Let me start with the floors. The floors of the classroom, you can see holes everywhere. There's doors, dirty the children, dirty their backs. The benches are not really comfortable. Some are not smooth in such a way that the children can ride well. The roof, there's no ceiling. So when the sun is hot, the classroom, there's too much heat. Children are feeling uncomfortable.
So what is the appeal to the benefactors of your school project?
So we are really appealing that maybe if they can come into our aid and arrange our classrooms to the standard, they provide benches for the children. The classroom should be well structured and comfortable for the way the children can learn well, then we'll be very happy.
With that, we will be able to send and receive letters from the internet. Yes or no. The last question, the answer is yes or no. That's all. Good morning, sound, and the light is the beginning of wisdom and success.
This is primary 5, and we have Mr. Herbert who is taking them.
Yes, Mr. Herbert, we are your class, primary 5 of Ntambeng. And I would like to find out from you some of the difficulties you find in this classroom based on the structure.
Thank you, sir. The first is what the environment and with shortage of benches and the infrastructure as far as the windows are concerned is really disturbing me a lot. Even the potholes, the board in particular, look at how it is. We are really facing a lot of what. So at times every weekend we will struggle to do local blackout, but all that is not all that rain. When the rain is falling, oh my God! Well, when the rain is falling, it's a problem with us here. The classes, the things are difficult. The things are leaking everywhere. So those are the main challenges that I am facing in this classroom.
Good morning, sir.
Primary 6 of CS Ntambeng, and we have their teacher, Madam Remjika Linda.
Yes, share with us, Madam Remjika
sir.
Linda. What are some of the major challenges that you face in this classroom as far as learning and teaching is concerned?
Okay, so thank you. As far as learning and teaching is concerned, we have problems, difficulties. We have shortage of benches. Then the classroom too, the walls are not good. The ceiling, we don't have good ceiling. Then in our classroom, at times when we sit in class, when rain is falling, it passes through the window. So these are some of the difficulties that we have. We are appealing that they should help us so that our children should have a better learning condition. When they are sitting in class, when the teacher is teaching, at times, as I was explaining, when rain is falling, I have to stop teaching because I cannot teach, because they will not get what I'm saying.
Parents are really appealing that people of goodwill should assist for the work to continue for the realization of the reconstruction of Kali School in Ntambeng.
I be Delphine. I get 3 people for CS Ntambeng. So I want to cry for this help. So school structure, you don't all benches for she don't for beginning no first day. So now the struggle for construct new building. So we cry now, so we don't contribute. We hand on go short. So Papa one beg we now, even if he help we, forgive you this helping hand. We're glad plenty.
My name Quinta. So I get a child from Nursery 2, and we're all building for our school. We don't really owe, so we really beg. I would not start a new project. So the project don't hold. But with the back, we they really try for help because we don't try for some level, it don't go whole. So they cry, they beg me when I try at least help me for bring up this new building, me it go up so that we're picking if we go inside a new building, they will learn well.
The head teacher of the school presents the current situation of both the ongoing project and the old structure of Kali School in Ntambeng.
I am Madam Mugufo Gladys, head teacher of Kali Nursery and Primary School in Ntambeng, here in Mankon. Well, we were very grateful when our brother, Father Elijah and Father Boris, came up with the idea. We were so pleased. But as you can see, the work got to a point where we could not continue because of lack of funds. We really thought that by now we would have been in these classrooms, but because of lack of funds, we cannot go in there, and the children are suffering. The children are suffering. As we went through the classrooms, we saw that the children are so packed up in a class, sitting 4, 5, 6 on a benches which were meant for 2 children. So we are really pleading on other donors to come up and help so that by the end of this year we can realize this project.
Can we know the general enrollment of CS in Ntambeng for this academic year, 2024 academic year?
For this academic year, we have registered 246 children.
How many staff members do you have?
We have 10 teachers, 2 male and 8 female.
Now, as compared to last academic year, would you say the enrollment has improved this year?
The enrollment this year is just almost the same like that of last year. Because when we announced that we're going to have a new structure to better the teaching learning process for the children, parents were eager and knew that they will come with their children. They were waiting to see how far we will go with the project so that the children come. But since the condition is still the same as last year, parents still took their children to far off schools. So we are pleading that if we can do something to see that this structure is there, we'll have a better enrollment. Because parents really want to see their children sit in comfortable environment. Because once a child is sitting in an environment which is not comfortable, that child cannot learn well. So we are pleading, really pleading to our brothers and sisters, ex-pupils of this school, to do something for their little ones
Talking to His Royal Highness for Angwafo IV of Mankon, he appreciates the initiatives of Reverend Father Elijah and Father Boris and makes a strong appeal to people of goodwill to support such a laudable idea to see into it that this project of reconstructing Catholic School in Ntambeng is realized.
I'm so proud for these two priests to have thought of giving back to the community. Education is a key. And so the structure we have here dates back more than 60 years, and they thought it wise to restructure the school. And so thinking about that and coming back to brighten the faces of these children, I'm so proud, and so I'm with them for the development of Mankon.
And a word of encouragement to the sons and daughters of this land for the realization of this project.
Well, I'm calling on each and every child who passed to this school to think back and see that they give the contribution necessary for the realization of this project. And all the elites in Mankon to see that we help in developing educational infrastructural institutions in Mankon. So I'm calling on each and every Mankon child, no matter where you are living, we will have to start building Mankon from somewhere, and we have just started from Ntambeng.
Yes, in addition to this great project, what next or what more?
This project, there are many other issues in Mankon. We have road infrastructure, we have bridges to build, we have water, and there are many other issues. But education is paramount. We are starting with education. Education is a key.
Reverend Father Stanley Ganse is the parochial vicar of Ntambeng Parish and a member of the managerial team of Catholic School Ntambeng.
I am Father Stanley Ganse. As you can see me with these kids, we are standing at the present site of the new primary and nursery school of Ntambeng. The kids are very happy for all those who have been helping them to make sure that they realize this great project. They have been struggling in their old classrooms, and though it's dilapidated, that's why they had to so into it that they come up with this great project. And you can see from the construction site, work has come to a stop because of lack of funds. But we are thankful and grateful to God because He is always there to assist us through the generous contributions and donations from goodwill people who ensure that these children are happy and they have a great education. And coupled with the fact that we are struck with the crisis in the northwest and southwest regions, we are struggling to put in our various resources to make sure that we see that this project is a success. So we are thankful and we are pleading for any well-wisher to assist us in this project to make sure that we have a befitting and a good environment for learning for these kids. Thank you very much. Stay blessed, and we'll continue to pray for you while hoping that you help us with your generous contribution and donations.
Yes, Father, before now there has been a local contribution. What do you have to say about that?
As concerns with the local contribution, they have put in everything that came in. That's why we had to reach this stage. And the Christians are still supporting with bags of cement, with manual labor, supplying water and food for the laborers. And as you can see, the work is going gradually. And we thank God that they started this project with the little contribution the people had to bring.
Yes, Father, you are talking on behalf of the management of CS in Ntambeng. What are your expectations? When do you think, what are your dreams for this project to be realized?
Talking with some of the teachers and some of the pupils, they were very enthusiastic about it, and they are wishing that next school year, academic year 2024, they should be launching this new classroom as they come in to begin the new academic year.
And a message of hope to parents who are poised to bring their kids to CS in Ntambeng.
The parents are just waiting and knocking at the door and waiting that the school should be open. As you can see, it's just a handful of the kids in the school. We have over 200 of them, and there are many of them who are going to smaller schools in the quarters due to lack of accommodation.
And you will not end without sending a word of hello to Reverend Father Elijah Fru.
Dear Father Elijah Fru, we are right behind you, representing every goodwill and every good wish you have for us. We are saying that we will not relent. We will work till the last stone is put on this building. Thank you very much for your great support and great encouragement. God bless you.
The kids, pupils, teachers of CS Ntambeng are grateful to their benefactors and all who are striving towards the realization of their new school building. All in all, it is the wish of both the children, the management of CS Ntambeng, that this project be realized soonest with your support to enable the school children enjoy their studies in a conducive environment.